What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my Game Week 2 Championship score predictions. Now, it seems like you guys liked it last week, and I enjoyed making it, to be fair. Obviously, Forest not in the Championship anymore, so I'm not really that focused on what's going on in there, but I keep my eye on it. I watched last week's fixtures as well, just to see what was going on. But throughout the season, I'll keep my eye on it, make these prediction videos if you enjoy it still. And let me know in the comments down below if you're enjoying it, what your predictions are for this week. But yeah, let's get straight into it. So we're going to start off with Coventry-Middlesbrough. Obviously, Coventry was away at Leicester on the opening day, and I thought it would have been... Sorry, it was on the Sunday, but they were opening day. I thought it would have been a much tougher game for Coventry. They played very well in it. They could have had a few more goals as well. They bossed the first half, really. Leicester wasn't really in it. I did predict it was going to be probably 3-0 Leicester. Got that wrong. It was 2-1 instead. 2 late goals from Keane and Dewsbury Hall. But like I said, Cov played well, and coming up against Middlesbrough, who lost to Millwall on the opening day, I thought they would win that, Middlesbrough. So I'm going to go for 2-1 Coventry in this one. Next up is Birmingham and Leeds, and I've gone for 1-1 on this one. Birmingham obviously away at Swansea on their opening day, and got a decent result. I did predict it. I did think it was going to go that way, and it did. They looked good, nothing amazing. Swansea obviously aren't the greatest outfitters as well, but they played okay. And coming up against Leeds, who again I thought would be much better against Cardiff, found themselves 2-0 down and had to scrape back and get back to 2-2 in the 95th minute. So it wasn't the greatest of performances by Leeds, but I'm going to go for 1-1 on this one. Cardiff, QPR. Now, QPR got battered on the opening day by Watford, and like I said, Cardiff had a really good performance, to be fair, away at Leeds. If someone offered them a point before the game kicked off, they'd have snapped your hand off for it, and they got it in the end. Obviously, losing out at the 95th minute, they could have took all 3 points, but they played well. Josh Bowler looked good, Colin Grant looked good, Ugbo scored, Ramsey will need to get up to a pace as well. But I'm going to go Cardiff 2-0 in this one. I think QPR look shocking. They're doomed for the drop, I think, already. And Ainsworth, it won't be long before he's gone. Now on to Huddersfield Leicester. Like I said, Leicester disappointed me, to be fair, with their performance. They got the win in the end against Coventry, but like I said, it was disappointing. Thought they would have put more of a statement, because I think they're going to win the league. But I'm going to go Leicester 2-1 in this one. I think they'll just have too much for Huddersfield with Mavididi, Vardy. I just think coming forward they'll have too much. So I'm going to go Leicester 2-1 on this one. Hull, Sheffield Wednesday, now both coming off of losses on the opening day. Both 2-1 losses as well. Hull was away to Norwich, lost 2-1, and Sheffield Wednesday was at home to Southampton, which kicked off the Championship season and lost 2-1 there. And now obviously Sheffield Wednesday coming up against much harder opposition in Southampton than Hull did with Norwich. But they're both going to count themselves. I think nothing where they deserve to lose. They never really looked like they was going to get anything out of the games. But I do think in this one, it's going to be a 1-1 draw. I think they're going to cancel each other out. 2 bang average teams. Maybe I could see Hull nicking it. But I'm going to go for 1-1 on this one. Now on to Ipswich Stoke. I've got 2-1 Ipswich. They won on the opening day. A lot of people have got them to maybe do a back-to-back promotion, get out of League One and then come to the Premier League. I can't see that happening. Maybe they'll finish in the top 6, but I can't see them going up automatically. And coming up against Stoke, bang average team, good players. They're just an averagely good team. But I do think Ipswich will do them 2-1 in this one. Now on to Millwall and Bristol City. Millwall obviously got off to a flying start by beating Middlesbrough on the opening day, and I think it's going to continue. I'm going to go 2-0 Millwall on this one. Sorry, not Bristol City. Don't think Bristol City have much with coming forward. I think Millwall will be too strong for them. Obviously, home, they're quite good at home. They're a big, strong team. So Millwall 2-0 on this one. Preston Sunderland. I'm going to go for both of them to cancel each other out with a 1-1 draw. Sunderland obviously losing on opening day to Ipswich, which they'll be disappointed about. So they want to bounce back and get some points on the table. They're going to go away to Preston, I think, and play hard to beat, sit behind the ball, try and counter. And I think they're going to cancel each other out and go for 1-1. Rotherham Blackburn, I've got an away win on this one. Blackburn 2-1. They played okay on the opening day, and I do believe Rotherham over the course of the 46 game season will probably finish bottom, or if not in the bottom 3. And like I said, I think Blackburn will just be too good. I think they're going to finish mid-table to the playoff, maybe even nick a spot. Who knows? But I'm going to go for Blackburn 2-1 on this one. Southampton, Norwich, now both picking up 2-1 wins on the opening weekend. Southampton was away at Sheffield Wednesday. Norwich was at home to Hull. Them two are obviously playing each other, Sheffield Wednesday and Hull. But I do think Southampton are going to nick it. I've got a feeling. Maybe 1-1 throughout the game. Southampton nick it late on. Now, rumours coming out today, Ward-Prowse is very close to leaving to join West Ham. Lavia getting closer and closer to Liverpool. They keep rejecting it, but it's going to happen. The penny will drop soon and he'll go. Livermento's already left them. So they're getting weaker, Southampton are. Maybe they'll go and spend some of that money towards the end of the window. Who knows? But I do think they'll have just too much for Norwich in this one. Watford, Plymouth. Now both teams picked up impressive wins. Watford against QPR, Plymouth against Huddersfield. Obviously, Plymouth coming back to the Championship. I think they'll do okay. They'll come mid-table. But I think Watford are going to be too good for them in this one, with Valerian Ismail as manager. Got a few good players as well, Watford have, and they put QPR aside 4-0 on the weekend. Obviously, it was all in the first half, nothing really happened in the second, but stuff like that happens when you've got such a league, you just slow the tempo down. But I think Watford are going to win 2-0 in this one. West Brom, Swansea have gone to cancel each other out 1-1. West Brom have looked poor really last weekend and last night in the Carabao Cup. A lot of their fans think they could be in for a shocker of the season. I think they'll be mid-table-ish, and Swansea too. But I think both teams, they're not great, they're not bad either. So I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. But that's going to do it for the end of the video. If you've liked, then drop a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't, and until next time, see ya.